Hey, I'm Kyle.
And I'm Scott.
This is Crushing Trails and Drinking Ales. We're going to talk about our month of October, but before we get into that, Scott, tell us a little bit about where you're running today.
I'm actually up here in Dallas from work this week, so popped over to the North Shore Trail at Grapevine Lake. It's a nice little system here. One-way trails, mountain bike trails. I think the full loop is about 18 miles, which is pretty solid. It's not very technical, mostly packed dirt, as you can see. That's where I'm at. Where are you at today?
Yeah, I'm actually in Wisconsin visiting my parents right now, so I'm out on the Three Eagle Trail. Not going to Tribute today, but you know, it's a nice flat trail that connects Three Lakes to Eagle River. Packed dirt out here, was covered with some leaves right now because all the trees have lost their leaves, so that's where I'm at.
How's the weather up there in Wisconsin?
It is gray, completely overcast. I think it's in like the 40s and a bit wet, so perfect weather for me to run in. I love it.
Tell us how October went for you.
Yeah, October started off pretty low-key. I was still kind of recovering from Barkley Fall Classic. Kind of around the middle of the month, beginning of the middle of the month. Went out to Texas to visit you guys there. Got to spend time with y'all. And while I was there, we did a couple ridiculous beer miles.
Tell the folks about those.
So we did the jack-o'-lantern beer mile, carved some pumpkins, put them on our head, and ran while drinking pumpkin beers. Kind of gross. We'll throw the link up for that one so you can see it.
And then what was the other one?
Oktoberfest lederhosen. So we drank 16-ounce beers out of boots while wearing lederhosen. Fall, October-y themed beer miles. Both of those are up. Links in the description so you can find them.
So that was early October. So what happened the rest of the month?
Yeah, once I got back to LA, I kind of started focusing on some speed runs. Knowing I was coming here to Wisconsin, I decided I want to try and beat my time that I did back in April for a single mile. Came in at 6:46, so the goal is about 6:40. We'll see if I can push it even faster than that.
I think you can do it.
I'm feeling pretty confident. How'd your October go?
Like you, first beginning of October was recovering from Barkley Fall Classic, which we both got in again. So we'll be in Frozen Head State Park next fall. Looking forward to that. Should be a lot of fun. Type B fun, of course, but should be a lot of fun.
Our buddy Matt got in as well, so got a little crew.
Yeah, so looking forward to that. And then, so obviously you came to visit. We already kind of covered that. So, you know, from there, really, I kind of reluctantly decided to pull the plug on my mileage goal for the year, which was the same as yours, 2,024 miles in 2024. But a couple things kind of led to that. Didn't set myself up for success starting out with essentially kind of a month off in March. So I was already kind of at a deficit, and then had some injury things that limited mileage here and there, and initially had a plan to kind of recover some of that mileage. But going into the end of the year, my wife now has priority to train because she's doing the Sean O'Brien 100K. So it was getting really difficult to try to hit the mileage I needed without long runs because she has priority on the weekends now. So anyway, with kind of ditching that goal, decided to kind of concentrate on a speed block through Christmas, just to kind of get that base speed up a little bit before I go into training for Leona Divide 100K, which I registered for in October.
So is your goal to just kind of be faster for that, or do you have any specific times or anything you're looking to hit?
No, I mean, obviously it's just the requalification for Western States because doubt I'm getting in with 2 tickets. But yeah, just trying to increase that base speed so maybe I'll get a little bit better finish than I've had the past couple of years at Black Canyon. But other than the speed block, you know, the only other thing that really happened was the girls had a running series that they did. They wrapped up in October, and the last one of those, they had a parents race, which was a 1-mile race. Well, I jumped into that. I won it, but that's not saying a lot. It's neighborhood parents. So I surprised myself. I ran just under 650 for the mile, which with no training and being a little heavier than I would like, I was surprised that I moved that fast. So, and it was also kind of on some uneven grass. It wasn't like a was on a track or anything. So kind of using that as my basis, and you know, we'll see how things go through the speed block. And yeah, that was basically October for me.
What about the rest of the year? Anything going on?
No, not really. You know, got a couple family trips. We're gonna go to Colorado and that sort of thing. But as far as running, just finishing the year out with the speed block and get ready to start training for Leona Divide starting in January. So what about you?
When I get back to OA, gonna start working on the climbing legs. Sean O'Brien has like 16,000 feet of elevation gain, so kind of focus less on the speed and just focus more on building up some strong legs and be ready for that. And try and finish out the year, hit the goal of 2,024 miles. I'm still ahead of that, so I might push and try and beat my total last year. So I need 2,221 miles if I'm gonna do that. So we'll see what happens, but that's basically it for the rest of the year. Just racking up miles.
Sounds like we both got a pretty good plan to wrap up the year. You know, you've got Sean O'Brien coming up in January. I've got Leona Divide 100K in April. We've got Barkley Fall Classic in the fall, and you know, tossing around some ideas on some other stuff. So looks like we got another good year of racing, and we got some projects in the works as well that are non-racing. But before we go, why don't we take a look and see how your October of running went, Kyle?
Yeah, let's check it out. Yeah, so, you know, I had a pretty good month of running. Let's take a look at your October.
All right, let's do it.
Hey, it looks like you had a good month as well. Until next time, crush trails
and drink ales. Thanksgiving one on the trail.